everyone. Good evening. I know this is a little bit different than what we're used to, but hang with me. We're making the best of it. And I hope that tonight still blesses you in your business, even though I'm not seeing your faces. I'm not actually like with you tonight. As by the time you're watching this, I'll be on my way home from Easton's baseball game this evening. And so that's what we get to do in Mary Kay. We get to pivot. We get to put God first, family second, hence my Sir Coxie baseball shirt, and career third. And so thank you for being willing to be flexible with me, as I still wanted to be able to give you guys some updates, let you get in on a little bit of training still tonight as we're working up on finishing a marvelous May. Okay, so first off, hello, my bold beauties, a unit full of women who are brave overcomers, leaders that are determined to carry on Mary Kay Ash's legacy, a group of women working together to boldly achieve dreams for themselves and their families. You set an example of excellence being a part of the fastest growing, most beautiful pink Cadillac team in Southwest Missouri. Watch out, world, as we help women build their confidence, learn new skills, increase their income, and imagine something greater. You're active and attractive. You are in demand. I'm proud of each and every one of you, and it's an honor to live this life hand in hand. So as you have been told, my friends, let's go and be bold. Well, here are some Bold Beauties updates for you guys as we are getting started. First off, I do need to give a huge shout out and congratulations to Deanna Pierce, who with her order today is our newest star consultant. So congratulations, Deanna. So excited for you. We have a goal of 8 star consultants this quarter, which ends on June 15th. Still have a little ways to go. On target, which means you officially have at least 1,300 wholesale in for the quarter, is Claire, Kim, and Sarah. So way to go, ladies. And then Deanda has completed star consultant status, and so have I. So we have 2 that are already done, a goal of 6 more to go. Our new team member goal for the month is 20 new Mary Kay sisters, and we have Joellen, Talon, and Morgan to welcome. So welcome on, ladies. And then our goal for this month is 40 women placed in order of any size to the company. We call that a working consultant. We already have 13 so far. So shout out to Ashley C, Deanda, Sarah, Tony, Crystal, Rosa, Kim, Claire, Summer, Ashley W, Jody, Jessica, and myself, who've all placed some size of order to the company this month. Our goal is 10 Soaring Sisters, which that is when you earn the beautiful silver butterfly bracelet from Mary Kay, which I have right here. Just a second. I totally meant to grab it and bring it over here to this desk before I got started, and I forgot. So this, oh, there's a glare. Okay, this is our beautiful bracelet for Mary Kay this month. It is silver. It is adjustable. It's dainty. It's beautiful, and it's yours when your orders accumulate to 600 wholesale this month. Okay, so shout out to Crystal, Kim, and myself who have earned this already, and our goal is 10, so 7 more to go. Dream sessions. So I know that I have been doing some, but I don't know where y'all are at. So if you guys want to text me afterwards or even pop in the chat, I can watch the chat transcript as a replay to kind of let me know if you guys have done any like career chats with potential team members. So this is where, if you're working to grow your team, that you are intentional with conversations with your customers, with your hostesses, with people that are attending pampering sessions, follow up, all of that, and having a 3-way conversation. If I'm in the loop or if it's just you and them, that works too. I just don't know everyone's numbers. So if you have some updated numbers for me, definitely let me know. I'd love to know. And then our wholesale goal this month is 20,000 wholesale. Okay. We are about right now 53,000 wholesale away. I have to do the math in my head. 53,000 wholesale away from becoming a 2-time Cadillac unit. And so in order to achieve this goal, I tracked us for at least 20,000 wholesale this month would help us be on target for that. I do need to color in here. Let me go and get my pen here. I do need to color in another heart today. So I'm going to pop this up here. So this is our Cadillac tracker. If you're just now seeing this for the first time, every heart equals 600 wholesale. Okay, every heart is 600 wholesale. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do it all. Okay, I'm just gonna color it in real quick. I can't do it while I'm holding it up on the camera. But congratulations to our 13 working consultants so far this month. I know I've been in contact with many of you who are talking about placing orders. And so every order helps, whether it's your active order, whether it's half of a heart of 300 wholesale or a whole heart or a couple whole hearts, as we are tracking to finish this by the end of June 30th. So this is one of the things that we're tracking right now. And I apologize. My mirror, I keep like blocking the glare. But that's one of the things that we're tracking right now is our wholesale, but we're also tracking retail. So when the company tracks retail, that is tracking our unit club for the year. And so we are at about 226,000 retail that our unit together has ordered since July 1st of last year. So we got a little bit of ways to go, but we're going to get a good jump. When we have 4 Great Start qualified team members this month, we get an extra bonus from the company. So shout out to Crystal Rogers, who became Great Start qualified this month. So I envision us easily finishing the 300,000 mark by the end of this month. And then we've got to push to see where we're going to finish throughout the rest of our seminar year, which ends June 30th. So that is coming up too. All right. So what's happening this week? What's coming up? Let me go ahead and get my little flyer back popped up here, my little pictures, so I can show you guys all our little announcements for tonight. Seminar registration is open, so shout out to Kim and myself who are registered. That will be going down to Dallas. We would love to fill this up and have 10 beauty consultants from our unit represented down in Dallas this summer. So if you are wanting to go and have questions, or need help coming up with like a payment plan, expenses, travel details, all the things, reach out. Would love to have you join us for this big event of the year. All right. When we're down there, we're going to have fun. We're going to have a girls' night. We're just going to go hang out, do an escape room together, have supper. And then if there's you want, you can come back and chill at the pool. The hotel has a couple of nice pools. So that's awesome. This is a promotion that Mary Kay is running that I am backing up as well, because if you add 5 new team members this month, in the month of May, you earn a gold medal charm bracelet and a gold medal charm from Mary Kay when you attend seminar. Now, I did tell a few of our gals the other day, so even if you don't attend seminar, I would still love to be able to get this for you. So I do have that ability as a sales director, and that's what they call it in Mary Kay. Gold medaling is when you add 5 team members in 1 month, silver medaling is 4, and bronze is 3. Okay, so just so you guys know kind of what that terminology means there. But if this is something you want to work and achieve, anyone can achieve this by the end of the month, even if you don't have any team members yet this month. You totally can do it. Make sure you're tracking your consultant game board. I know I've gone over this multiple times, but you guys, you have like 6 weeks left. 6 weeks to get all your points in to earn fun prizes from me. So if you don't know where you're at or have questions about this, please text me afterwards. I will meet with you and we'll get things lined out for you. Okay. All right. So our goal to partner with Fighting Pretty is to donate 500 lipsticks. Did you need something, my dear? No. No, we're not having a snack because we're going to have an early supper because of baseball. All right, close the door quietly, please. Mama's doing her training. I will be out in a minute and I will take care of it. Thank you. This doesn't happen all the time anymore because usually they're in bed by the time we're doing training. But anyways, our goal as a unit is to donate 500 lipsticks to Fighting Pretty. And this is the numbers I have in right now. But I'm sure that there's been others that have been talked about. If you're like, what in the world is this? It is a nonprofit that gives cancer packages to women. And we get to help by donating the lipsticks that go in those. They specifically love and request Mary Kay lipsticks as one of their top preferred brands, in pink and red colors. So that is what we're working to donate together as a unit to help with those packages. Tomorrow night is our birthday bash. Yay, I'm so excited. So this link has been shared with some of you already. If you need the link, let me know. I've posted it. We'll continue to post it. But our birthday bash celebration tomorrow night, we are going to be giving away new products. We're going to be giving away a starter kit, sharing fun info about our founder, and just having a really fun celebration night in her honor. Her birthday would have been May 12th. Okay, so that's why we're doing her celebration in the month of May. Tomorrow night also is our Red Rally, which I totally thought to my nose. I was like, oh, it's our Red Jacket celebration. Okay, tomorrow night's our Red Rally also for those who are Red Jackets as of end of, oh my goodness, what was last month? April. So shout out to Kim and Sarah who have earned that call. And I'm sure there might be a couple others even by tomorrow night. So we shall see. But this Red Jacket celebration is happening in July. If you are a new first-time Red Jacket in the month of May or June, or if you're a current senior consultant or Red and you add 3 new active team members, you can be qualified for this as well, which is a fun day with me in the month of July. Okay, July 13th. Also, in July, our unit awards. I just got some more prizes for our queens. So we were talking your retail sales on the year from Mary Kay, your Great Start qualified team members, and of course, our Miss Go Give. Miss Go Give is someone who exemplifies the Mary Kay spirit, who goes above and beyond to support her sister consultants and always there to answer questions or give ideas and give support, give love. And we'll be crowning our queens and doing some other fun recognition and events this night in July. It's a regular unit meeting time at 7:30, but it'll be our unit awards night where prizes will be mailed out ahead of time. So stay tuned for more details about that. Also in the month of July, if you haven't seen, we're doing a fun family night out here at my house for those who achieve our unit courts of sales or sharing. Sales is when your orders from the company equal 10,000 retail, okay, or more. And then if you do the great starts, it's at least 6 great starts on the year or more, okay? And again, if you don't live locally, don't worry. I've got something fun planned for you too. All right, here's our bonus, which 3 new women have received this already in the month of May as our sign-on bonus for both May and June. I'm asking gift set for all new beauty consultants along with our welcome packets. This is something you can share with potential team members. And then, of course, our Cadillac Cash giveaway. So if you've not seen this yet, you're going to want to look at it and get the details because not only is your customer entered to win cash, but so are you. When all of our production is in to become a Cadillac unit, I'm giving away $200 cash to a customer and her beauty consultant. So the more entries you have as the consultant for your customers, the better chances that you get for winning the cash drawing yourself, which is super exciting. All right, my friends, those are the announcements and the pictures I want to share with you tonight as we are going to go ahead and dive into training this evening. We shall see how my kiddos are doing because there's a little bit of volume on there. We'll just say that. But I was recently asked to represent you all and train actually a couple of different units, one of which is Shelly Palin. Her and her team are the #1 unit in all of Missouri last year and are tracking that this year too. And she asked me to just give some tips about my journey in Mary Kay and what has worked and what has helped, and thought I would bring and share those tips with you all tonight as well. And so I titled my training Building a Full Circle Business. Okay, building that full circle business. And for me, in my opinion, building a full circle business has 3 main components. All right, number 1 is to yourself. Number 2 is to your customers, and number 3 is to your team members. Now, I know team building is not necessarily required in Mary Kay's terms to have a successful business, but it is what our founder, Mary Kay Ash, asked us to do. And so I believe that it's a key component in building a full circle business. But let's start with self. Okay, let's start with self. And when I think of myself and personal growth and the journey and what has helped and worked over the years, are 2 things. One is showing up, which you all are doing tonight by being on training. So you're probably like, Jennifer, why are you telling me to show up? I'm already here. Well, I know you are. And thank you for showing up to training tonight, whether you're catching us live on Monday or even if you're watching the replay. Thank you for doing that. But do you know that when you show up for a unit meeting, you're showing up for yourself, you're showing up for your business, you're showing up for your customers, you're showing up for your family, and me, your sales director. This may surprise you, but I don't necessarily always, plan the unit meetings just for my own benefit. Now, I do learn as I'm preparing my notes and getting ready and whatnot, but I do this for you guys because I want to create a space where you can learn, where you can feel celebrated, where you can have fun, where you can meet with your sister consultants, even if it's just once a week, and get to feel a part of the special community that we have. I also know that when you show up in what we call Mary Kay professional attire, that you're going to get even more out of it. Now, it might seem like I'm doing what's it called? Being hypocritical tonight because I'm not wearing my director jacket. It is hanging up over here. But the reason for that is I'm going back to my God first, family second, and career third. And so I know sometimes we can't always show up in our Mary Kay attire, but when we can, we're going to learn even more. And so you'll probably notice that 90% of the time I'm wearing my director jacket. And that is because I want to represent our company, because it's an honor to get to wear my director jacket, to get to represent you all, and so on and so forth. I'm going to pause here just a second. Okay, I resumed. I don't know if it showed a pause on there or not, but I need to take care of the children real quick. I didn't realize I could pause recordings while I'm recording it. That is awesome. Anyways, but showing up professionally. And I remember when I first started my business, I didn't necessarily have a director jacket to wear or a red jacket as a brand new beauty consultant, but I would wear a nice shirt. I would either then put on my beauty coat if I could. Once I earned my red jacket, I always showed up for every event, every training in my red jacket. And then since becoming a sales director, now do it as a sales director as well, wearing my sales director jacket. Which did you guys see, by the way, the pink jacket that I showed you guys when I opened my box that arrived this week? So excited for our Sea of Pink that is coming soon. I'm gonna have to think of some fun, catchy something and theme for us as we work to build our team of directors to become a national area. So anyways, how you represent yourself is a direct representation, of how you represent Mary Kay Ash, how you represent this company, how you represent your business, and how you represent our unit too. So like I said, not 100% of the time are you going to be wearing Mary Kay attire, and that is totally fine. But when you show up for training and you have your Mary Kay attire on and you have your camera on, you're just going to get so much more out of the training. I dare you to try it. All right. One thing I would encourage you to do is, don't be afraid to ask for questions, ask questions, excuse me. That's what I'm here for. It's what your sister consultants are here for. Our unit group is a place where you can pop questions in there all the time. If you're not able to get a hold of me, pop a question in there. Maybe one of your sister consultants would be able to help. When I was moving up the career path and I was building my business, I knew that if I wanted to find the answer to a question, if I couldn't find it myself, that was a way to learn and to grow. And so remember this, you joined your business for yourself, but you're not in it by yourself. That is what we're here for, to help and support each other. A couple of tools I have used along the way, and maybe you've heard me talk about these. Number one is the 6 most important things list. Oh my goodness. I have used this so much over my career, but I specifically remember the 6 months from January 2021 to June of 2021. So if you don't know the 6 list is, it is where you make your 6 most important things to do list. I have mine for today right here. And so this list is comprised typically of Mary Kay work, but sometimes there's a family something on there. If you have a doctor's appointment to take a kiddos to, or yourself, or, preparing snacks for a sporting event or a church event or something like that, that's definitely important. It can go on your list. But what you do is you write this list the night before to actually do the next day. So last night, Sunday night, I made the list and I was like the boss. I'm making a list for my employee of things for her to do the next day. And then today I woke up on Monday and I was the employee and I had a list of things to do that my boss had told me to do. And so that is the 6th list. But during those 6 months from January to June of 2021, I would take a picture of my list every night after I made it, before I went to bed, to my mentor, and I would be held accountable for what was on that list to do the next day. So just an extra measure of accountability is what I decided to do. And through those 6 months, I submitted for DIQ first off, did that in February. In March, we earned our first car. In May, we finished the qualifications to become our unit. We're about to celebrate our 3rd year as the Mary Kay unit. And then in June, we earned our 2nd car. Okay, now it's not all because of that 6 list, but I really do think that helped me to stay focused on what I needed to focus on to be. My children are being very loud. Just a moment. I am so sorry, you guys. Hold on here with me. Okay, well, you all might be laughing by now as I say I keep pausing and keep playing. Well, maybe it doesn't even look like that on the replay. I don't even know, but I do know that I am very thankful for my 6 list. Is one of the tools that I talk about when I think back to what contributed to success for my Mary Kay business, and definitely my 6 list for sure. All right, another tool that I have used is my weekly plan sheet. And so this can be found in our unit group. If you have not seen this before, it's in the files. It's also, if you, search on InTouch, you can find it there too. Weekly plan sheet. It basically blocks out your day by the hour, and you can fill it in with your work, with school activities, with church activities, with family stuff, where you have Mary Kay meetings or you're holding Mary Kay appointments, and then you fill it out with what's planned for the week, and then you can fit Mary Kay in little pockets of time to work and maximize your business to get the results you're wanting. Another helpful tool. One more is our layering sheet, which I had right here. It's like I had it, I covered it up here, but our layering sheet is something that I use all the time when it comes to finding team members. And so I'll talk about this more here in just a little bit. But those are just a few tools that I have learned how to use and that have benefited me in my business when it comes to focusing and working and growing and developing myself. But one thing too to keep in mind is really to know when and where and how like you work best. So are you the type of person who you need to wake up in the morning and you need to get your workout done before you do anything else? Maybe it's your devotion, or maybe you work best if you just dive right into work. Do you work best sitting like in an office, in a desk chair, in your car, on the couch, at the kitchen table, in your bed? Where do you work best? Okay. Every one of us is going to work our business a little bit differently. And that's the beauty of being a beauty consultant, Mary Kay, is no one's telling you exactly how you have to work it, but you got to figure out what works best for you, and run with it. All right. For me, one thing I do have to be mindful of when I'm working, again, this is going to sound a little crazy that I'm talking about this today, but is knowing like when I need to do stuff when my kiddos are in bed versus when my kiddos are awake. So typically if I'm recording a video, they are not awake. That is just what has happened with the last few days. I was not able to do it while they were sleeping. And so we live life and we make pauses and we roll with it. But I do try to do some of my work when my kiddos are in bed, when the house is quiet, without interruptions. But some of it can be done when they are awake. I mean, that's just the season of life that I'm in. I know we're all in different seasons, but again, that flexibility, is such a blessing, such a blessing. Also, I'll tell you this too. Not every type of appointment that you do will get you excited. Not every style. So whether that is the online, the 5 and 5s that we do, maybe that's the in-person media appointment, maybe it's the online virtual, like posting party, like there's lots of different ways that we can work our businesses, and you're not going to get excited about all of them. And that's okay, but figure out which ones do you get you most excited about and run with it. Because when you're having fun with your business, you're going to be, you're going to want to do it even more. That's something I have learned throughout my journey of growing my Mary Kay business and working on myself. And speaking of working on myself too, I know I've talked about this, in other trainings as well, but having some type of either like book that you're reading or Audible you're listening to, devotional book, podcast, something to where it's helping you learn and grow as an individual that can also be applied to business, life, marriage, kids, work, all the things. So just something that is helping you learn and grow. That's something I have found that has really helped me in my journey. But also my second point with my personal growth has definitely been with consistency. This business, my friends, is 5% knowledge, 5% skill, and 90% consistency. 90%. So are you the type of person who works really, really hard the final few days of a month to wrap up a goal, and then like the first 2 or 3 weeks of the month, you don't do anything? Not the most consistent. Are you consistent with your booking attempts and X amount of booking attempts every day or every week? Or are you committed to holding maybe 2 appointments or 3 appointments every week, or 2 or 3 chats, every other day? Or what are those numbers? Where are you willing to be consistent? I would encourage you not to look to the left, not to look to the right, but to focus on you and what you need to be doing to grow your business, and being consistent with your tracking, with your appointments, with your follow-ups, with showing up to training, with your chats, all the things. When the consistency is there, your business will truly grow. Okay, there's the first part of working and building a full circle business. It starts with you. It starts with yourself. But then we also have our customers and we have our team members too. So building customers, oh my goodness. When I was first getting started, I knew that I wanted to create a solid customer base. One of the reasons is because I just invested $3,000 in inventory and I wanted to pay off that card. It was a 0% interest for 12 months, but I knew I could do it in 6, and 6 I did. But another reason why I wanted to make sure that I was growing up and working and building my customer base was I knew that I could create a residual income for my family. I still have customers today that are ordering 4 years later, that, were my very first customers. But because our products get wiped off the face every day, put back on, wiped off, rinsed down the drain, that creates a residual income for you and your family because of the amazing marketing plan, and products that we have. And so it is a blessing that our Mary Kay products get used up and that our customers come back wanting more. And they're going to come back to you specifically when you offer that really good customer service. And so I learned very early on that to create a customer's loyalty, it started with creating that really good customer service. And so sometimes this has meant going above and beyond to get them their products faster than Amazon Prime, is like what I like to say. Or maybe it was swapping out that lipstick color like 10 times. Yes, I have done that before. Maybe some of you have done this. On the back of their products, wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the order, so they know when to use their products, what time, in which order. Maybe that's creating the good customer service and earning their loyalty. But we don't necessarily, like when we have a customer that buys from us for the very first time, they're not required to come back and purchase a second, third, fourth time. We get to earn their loyalty and build that relationship with them along the way. A couple other things that I love to do is write thank you notes, including samples in their orders and their reorders. And that may not seem like something very big, but let me tell you, this small act really does go a long way to building your customer's loyalty over time. You work for that customer. You don't want to give them up to, maybe going back to Walmart or, Ulta or to another consultant or a different drug selling brand. We don't want that. We want them to come back to us. And so as you're building that loyalty, you are enrolling them to receive their catalogs in the mail with PCP, inviting them to events like our birthday bash tomorrow, reminding them how valuable they are and how you appreciate their support. Maybe that's a thank you post in your customer group. And so when we are offering this golden rule customer service that Mary Kay Ash, that's what she designed for this company. That is what is the basis of a solid customer base. Okay. Now you might be saying, Jennifer, okay, I feel like I've got some good customers. How do I find some more? And that is something that I get asked often, is how to build and grow a customer base. And so I want to give you a few maybe new thoughts in terms of finding some new customers, if that's the point in your business you're at right now. But let me tell you this, if you're doing something that's working, don't change it. Okay. I'm not here to say you have to change X, Y, Z, but here's a couple of things that worked for me that might work for you too. Okay. Number one, where do I find new customers? With a hostess. And so having a friend, family, coworker, a current customer being my hostess and inviting her friends and family, that is the best, simplest way to meet new people, is through a hostess. Okay. Another way is at that beauty appointment to get a list of referrals. And so you have your hostess, and then she has her circle of friends that are there, but all those circle of friends know other people too. Our emeritus Linda Tupin said that there's every woman knows 5 to 10, 15, 20 people that you don't know. Okay. So let's say you have 5 people at a table. They all write down the names of 10 friends. Now you have 50 people to reach out to. Okay. The beauty appointment, the skincare class, that is where it's the most simplest, streamlined way to find new people to reach out to be potential customers. Another way is by handing out catalogs. Maybe you want to buy some lookbooks. Soon to be National Sales Director, Angel Fry, she's $1 million director, trained on this a while ago, where you just write on the back of the lookbook, your name. Here's a little gift certificate for you if you'd like it, but you just walk up to people and say, this is for you. That's it. And it just starts a conversation. You get their contact info, you give them a catalog, and you go from there. And a package of catalogs only costs like $4.50 for 10. It's relatively cheap. And so you hand out 10, 20, 30 of those a month. Think of how many new potential customers you could have. Another way that I love to find customers or to keep building that relationship with my current customers is through Facebook birthday messaging. And so at the beginning of the month, my assistant and I, we work together. You just go to the events on your Facebook and then go to birthdays, and you can see a list of everyone that has a birthday that month. And we send out a simple script like, hey, Susie, how are you? A little birdie, and then in parentheses, haha, Facebook, with like a little laughing with tears emoji. Tell me it's your birthday. Yay! So guess what? I entered all my friends with May birthday into a drawing, and guess what happened? And then they respond, what happened? Am I a winner? Oh, she is. And so then what I do is I gift her a pampering session with up to 5 girlfriends, either online or in person. And I send her samples if it's online, or we get together in person and we get to celebrate her and her birthday month. And I get to meet her friends and family and meet new people. If you don't have that script and you want it, make note and text me and I will get it to you after tonight. Okay. Well, there's a few different ways, where I love being able to find new customers and things like that. But like I said, keeping them, building the relationships with your current customers, creating that loyalty is what is so, so important. And so one other tip real quick, when you are building your customer base, is to make sure that they know what you're working towards. We have 6 months left of the seminar year. Do you have a goal that you're working towards? No matter what it is, if your customers know about it, they're going to even be more excited to support you, whether they want to buy product or host or join your team. So maybe you're working to get your first $600 wholesale order placed and become Great Start qualified. Maybe you're working to find your first team member. Maybe you're working to become a red jacket or become a sales director. There's so many different things that we get to work towards in Mary Kay that our customers get to work towards it with us, and they love supporting each other. Women love supporting women, and so they want to see you succeed, and they want to be a part of your victories and your finishes, but they don't know what that is if you don't tell them. So making sure you communicate maybe in your thank you notes to them with orders, your text message communication when you're inviting them to a birthday bash tomorrow, which, by the way, there's a script and everything posted in our unit group if you need that. Maybe it's when you make a thank you post in your customer group, thank you for your order. You are supporting this, or you're helping me earn this with my business. Okay. When we enroll them in our ideas, they just want to do it so much more. And it's such a beautiful thing to see. All right. Closing tonight. The third aspect of growing a full circle business is working with a team and building a team. And so by show of hands, I know you guys can't see each other just yet, but I want you to go ahead and raise your hand. Raise your hand if you would say that team building has ever been a little intimidating. Okay. Pop it in the chat. Okay. Let's do that. Pop it in the chat. If team building has ever been at least just a little bit intimidating. Okay. I will admit, definitely for me. Also pop in the chat if you are thankful that someone shared the Mary Kay opportunity with you. I'm going to get with every single one of you on here tonight. And so when I am looking to grow my team, when I am looking to find new team members, welcome them into our Mary Kay family, it's my responsibility as a beauty consultant to offer the opportunity. And she says, no, that's okay. But I've done my job by at least offering. Okay. And so when I was first building my business and earning my red jacket, submitting for DIQ, I was encouraged to reach out to different demographics of women. And so not just women who are my age with young children, but women of all walks of life. And so I feel like sometimes just naturally, we're just drawn to those who are going through the same things, like if you are retired or you have kids in school or you have high school kids or you're a grandma, like we just naturally have conversations about the same things because that's what we're going through in life. But the beautiful part about Mary Kay is it's for all women in all stages of life, from high schoolers to college students to young moms to divorcees to grandmas. Like we all get to work and build together, which is amazing. And so keeping that in mind when you're working to build your team, that when you have women of all walks of life, you're just going to have a very diverse, well-balanced team, and that will help you in the future for sure. All right. I also want to encourage you to keep in mind that life changes every 3 to 6 months. Okay. Someone that you chatted with 3 months ago or 6 months ago at the Mary Kay opportunity, life's different for them now than it was 3 to 6 months ago. I mean, it's summer. Okay. It's a new season. Seasons change every 3 months. Maybe kiddos have graduated. Maybe their kiddos are going to be starting school for the first time. Maybe they have a kindergartner that's doing summer school. Maybe there's been a death in the family or a move or a job change. Life happens. Life changes every 3 to 6 months. And so keeping that in mind when you are asking people about the opportunity, because maybe they say no, but that doesn't always mean no forever. It just may have meant no, not right now. And I do want to encourage you in this to not, let those that tell you no hold you back. A fun little exercise you can do is literally take a blank piece of paper and put like 50 circles on here. And when someone tells you no, color in a circle. And when you've gotten like 50 no's, go reward yourself with your favorite, snack or drink or something from out. Or maybe, I don't know, watch a TV show that you've been holding off on watching or a new movie or something along those lines. Reward yourself when you get a lot of no's, because throughout those no's, you're going to get a lot of yeses too. But it just goes to show that, it just kind of takes that emotion out of it. When you're coloring in those no's, like, oh, she told me no. Yep, I get to color something in. I'm asking people, I'm sharing the business. And so whether they tell you no to ordering or booking or joining your team or whatever, sometimes taking that emotion and that weight of, oh, she told me no, is going to help you and take you further in your business. So one little tip too, one that I like to share when it comes to, your mindset and team building and sharing this beautiful opportunity that we have, is that it's not up to us to make the decision for our friends, our family, our coworkers, our customers. It's theirs. It's just our job to offer. And so the tool that I love to use the most, this is pinned in our unit group as well. But it's our layering sheet that I was holding up just a little bit ago. And if I had been thinking about it, I would have pulled this up to screen share, but I didn't. So anyways, I apologize. But this is the one I'm working off of right now. And so the names are over here on the left-hand column. And then each of these columns are what's called a layer or an exposure to Mary Kay. The first column is they love product, okay? Someone that loves product. By the way, the names you write on here are people that you want to have on your team or just people you want to help you with your training and your business and support you and all of that. This is creating like a full circle customer is what it is. So they love the product. Hostess, they've been a hostess. They've watched a marketing video. They've given you referrals. They've joined you for a guest event, like our birthday bash that's happening tomorrow. They're in your customer group. They've done a Pearl Girl call with you, which is a career chat with you and your sales director and or recruiter if you're brand new. They've joined you for coffee to talk a little bit more about the opportunity. They've tried samples. They've seen and read or heard about our It Just Fits flyer. And the last column is the hard ask. Is there any reason why you wouldn't want to be a part of our Mary Kay family? And why any reason why you wouldn't want to start your own business? All of these layers let them learn a little bit more about this amazing opportunity and what it can do for her and her family. And so what you need to know about layers here is these exposures, the more frequent they are in a short amount of time, the better. So if you're working with someone completely in person, it's about 3 or 4 layers. But if you're working virtually, oftentimes women need 7 to 8 layers before they're ready to recruit. And so keeping that in mind is helpful because if you, maybe they have 3 or 4 layers, but they were a hostess 2 months ago. They maybe joined you for an event last month online, like for our girls game night. But this month they decided to give you a couple of names as referrals. Those layers aren't close together. The closer they are together, the better. And so what I did was I made this list of those that I wanted on my team by the end of May. So I'm working closely with this list over the final 2 weeks to get as many layers for these women in a short amount of time. Yes, they have all done multiple layers before, but the timing just hasn't been right. So I want to see if the timing's right now. So that is a tool that is super helpful. And if you want more details about that or want me to work through a layering chart with you, I would love to do that. That's just a tool that I've used when it comes to my team building. So anyways, that is all that I wanted to share with you all this evening. I want to give you some encouragement with a closing quote from Mary Kay Ash, our founder. And she said this. She said, "Don't limit yourself. Many people limit themselves to what they think they can do. Go as far as your mind lets you, my friends. What you believe, remember, you too can achieve." So as we're wrapping up tonight, my friends, dream big, be bold. See how many people you can get on tomorrow night for our birthday bash. Don't limit yourself. Give yourself grace as you're learning and growing. I mean, we're constantly learning and growing in life, in our Mary Kay businesses, as mamas, as wives, daughters. And just have fun. This journey of growing the Mary Kay business really is fun. And I'm so glad that we get to do it together. And I'm so excited to see where each and every one of you finish by the end of June, where we finish as a team, and where God's going to take us as we're moving forward in building and growing our full circle businesses. So I hope tonight was helpful for you guys. Like I said, I will look back and I can see all the chat and the comments and everything. But if you have any questions, please text me. Have a fantastic night. And thank you for working with me as we're working around a baseball schedule. Next week is Memorial Day, but we'll go ahead and do a unit meeting that night on Zoom. But then the first 2 Mondays in June will have to be on StreamYard again, as those are the final 2 weeks of Easton's baseball schedule. Then we'll finish June, hopefully like normal, and we'll go on from there. So have a fantastic night, everyone. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow night for our birthday bash at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time.